How about now? Maybe. Come on. You can do it, laptop. I believe in you. How about now? There we go. Alrighty, so hello, people of the internet. It is I, Soul Reactor Dragon here, back with more Fate Grand Order. Where today, we are not doing any Road to Lost Belt stuff. We are not doing part of the limited time Christmas event rerun. No, we are simply going to be doing some more interludes. But let's claim stuff really quickly here first, which is some Leyline Stones, some Hellfire Wisdoms, and some Quartz, because we've done all of Tunguska. There's still 4 things, which are just getting monuments and pieces. I guess completing free quests in Lost Belt 6. I'll worry about that personally later. Present roulette. Sure. I don't remember. Oh yeah, I guess I did do one present roulette of the Christmas thing, and then claim these for ashes. They all fall down. And everything else can sort of stick in here, maybe? No, there we go. Advent calendar login, Apollo Quartz, login, Advent calendar login, Advent calendar. That's it. Yep, that's all. Okay, so, like I said, we're not doing any of the event stuff today because Lost Belt 7 is coming up quickly. We are instead going to be doing some more interludes, where we're going to skip the pickup servants, because this is not their time, because I don't think any of them are appropriately leveled to actually be able to do their interludes. We're instead, it looks like, going to be doing Anne, Bonney, Mary Reed, and Ozymandias's, unless Anne, Bonney, Mary Reed get another interlude back to back, because this one unlocked when we did their last interlude last week. I guess there's only one way to really find out, huh? Jump on in. It is 3 arrows at 18 AP a pop. That's not bad. It still should be a relatively quick one because, again, early game interludes are never that long. Are you kidding me? Reflector? No, it's my internet, I think. Please don't make me have to fully restart my computer or anything. There we go. I don't know, but something's going on with the internet for me. Get that back down to size. Good. And good. Up is good. Alright. And we'll go with a Castoria. Party 4 is our interlude squad. So, Anne, Bonney, Mary Reed, you are Bond 5, you are Ryder. And you have a weird sprite that made me gloss over you the first time. There you are. Found them first try this time, of course. Yeah. This squad should be fine. Angry Mango needs to be Bond 10 for his interlude eventually, so you know. Hey, J6, welcome to the stream. How be things? More treasure. Oh, this is taking place immediately after the last interlude of them. Excuse me. Yep, but it's not pirate treasure. It's the treasure of the Knights Templar. Oh, don't get me started down that rabbit hole again. Oh, you mean the treasure that was hidden when the Templars were executed as heretics? Well, we do have Molay in Chaldea, so we should be able to find that relatively simply. Romani! Pirates are definitely exciting. This time around, I promise to fully monitor you guys. You had Mongo at Bond 10 for the past 3 years, and you have yet to complete it. I have heard that it is one of the more difficult interludes. I need more water. I hope so, Mary. I'm amazed you knew about the Templar's treasure. Remember how we went to all sorts of places during our pirating years? Oh yes, when we got to port, you would always go out exploring. It was hard for you, Anne, because men would always follow you around just walking down the street. Aw, you're so mean. Doctor? Yeah, what is it? I know most of what there is to know about the Templars, but I'll let you explain. She doesn't know anything about the Templars, is my guess. Oh, you've already beaten it. You just do it for big damage videos. Gotcha. Sort of like how I do to the bitchiest bitch who's ever bitched. How I just, whenever I need to blow off steam, just kick her ass and quit before quitting gets good. It's too much of a hassle. Yay, she shoved all the tedious work to me. Oh well, that's what a back-end support job is about. The Knights Templar were a group formed by clergymen to protect pilgrims traveling through the Holy Land. One of their missions was to guard the treasures of knights and believers on pilgrimages. As more pilgrims and crusaders started going to the Holy Land, the Templars gained more wealth to guard. They ultimately functioned as a bank, including loaning money. They were even entrusted with an entire nation's fortune. You placed 1557th in the 3rd Grand Challenge of the Regulation Age? I'm guessing that's a really good placement then. There has to be like tens if not hundreds of thousands of people placing. Or competing, rather. Do you know how many people there were competing, out of curiosity? 4K plus? That's still not bad. You were almost in the top quarter of all participants. But the Kingdom of France, heavily in debt, captured and tortured many of them. France wanted to get rid of their debts and take the money. Even though they cancelled out their debts, a majority of the fortune France sought disappeared into the shadows. The Templars are even said to have possessed a Holy Grail, but everything's been shrouded in mystery. You were placed 500 day 2, but you messed up. How so? I don't know how the competitive Pokemon scene goes, so you have to give more details than, like, how you messed up. Did you go in with your wrong... just bad plays. I was about to say, did you go in with the wrong lead Pokemon or something? I heard the story from an old man who said he was a descendant of one of the Templars. Can we trust him? I'm not sure. He was drunk and kept switching between yelling and crying. But the story itself seemed sensible. From what he said, the Templars had heard their spies that their lives were in danger. Had heard from their spies that their lives were in danger. Yeah. So they loaded their treasure on a ship and sent it somewhere. Everyone involved in the transport was killed on the spot. Their plan was to hide the treasure until the Templars could rebuild themselves. The old man's ancestor left the Templars so he wouldn't be caught. Even the Templars didn't know where he hid. But the Templars never recovered. His ancestors continued to pass down the word and to wait for the Templars' reformation, when they reformed into the Freemasons. Bad plays on last match in day 3. You could have won and went top 1500. Came down to a speed tie. Speed tie. I really don't care. I don't like how speed ties work, how it's a coin flip. I mean, it makes sense, but it just feels a little bit sad because, you know, that kind of situation that you were in. After about 4 centuries, they stopped caring. He sold me the story for a drink. Sounds pretty sketchy to me. Right, sorry if it doesn't pan out. It'll be fine, it'll be fun. That's right, it's getting to the treasure that's the fun part. There isn't much we could do with treasure as we are now anyway. But it can boost our QP, and maybe we'll find something interesting. Let's go. We're off to get some treasure. The old man said it was back here, but this is just a stone wall. Was our lead a dud? Sorry. Don't give up. No, wait a second. There's a tiny bloodstain on this wall. Oh, you're right. Same with the others. I wonder why. Doctor, please investigate the wall in front of us. Roger. Investigating now. I'm detecting a strong magical energy reading from the wall. And try blasting it with your gun. You're a servant now. Your bullet should get some response. She's been a servant for a while, Romani. A long while. Understood. Here I go. The wall started to move. These are golems. Well, come to think of it, I think I heard something about the Templars using black magic. Again, we have Jacques de Molay in Chaldea in like 6 years or so. You could have just waited for her to show up, and then we could have gone on this treasure hunt, you know. Just saying. Was there such a tale? Well, let's just beat these guys. 3 minutes protect stalling. The Jacques from Arcade? True. Arcade Jacques would know a lot. Well, actually, we don't have Arcade Jacques. I don't know. I kind of like the Jacques de Molay that we have in Chaldea right now. Kind of like her. She's an interesting take on the servant. You hate Jacques. Oh, interesting. Why the hate? I should have done a BAQ. God dang it. There is something going on with my internet. This is the second time that the FGO has blanked out. Don't like the design? That's fair. That should be good, and then up. There we go. Out of curiosity, by the way, J6, have you seen the news with who JP's new Santa servant this year is? Just out of curiosity. Beep, bop, boop. Do you want to know? Because the only reason I know is because, you know, holiday servants I don't consider spoilers, personally. Stream is buffering on my end. Hang on. Just gotta refresh. Too busy with finals? That's fair. I can get where you're coming from, man. I can get where you're coming from. Thankfully, I can curse. This is not Pokemon. I passed my big stuff that I needed to pass, so now I just need to meet with the director of the program, and I'm back in starting next semester. Finally. The stress is gone from that aspect of my life. And I will be making sure to balance my time better so I still stream. It's Abby! Pretender Santa Abigail Williams. And there's a lot of speculation that it might be Salem Abby as well. Something about her being taller than normal and lacking the keyhole on her forehead. So it's very possible we are getting the Santa Salem Abigail Williams. You don't care? That's fair. That is fair. We're also getting one of Sitanai's component servants. Lohai, I think, was her name. I don't remember, though. I think that this Lohai is the 5-star and Santa Abby is the welfare. But I don't really remember the name of the other servant. Apparently in the intro cinematic, though, Waver is doing a perfect set of splits. The golems are all down, but I'm seeing more enemy responses about it. Hello, brave Sir Robert. Welcome to the stream. How be things? Yeah, it's not really an arts looping team. It's just, you know, the two best support servants able to give me a 100% charge so that I can multiple NP in a row if I need to. The golems are all down, but I'm seeing more enemy responses up ahead. Proceed with caution. Sure thing, Doctor. This makes me think the old man's story might be true. Let's go. Because, I mean, this is an early game interlude, so there's not really too much need for a try-hard team. This side's clear, too. Security's tight. I'm getting excited. We probably won't find a grail. Maybe we will. That is to say, I don't mean the Holy Grails we recover, I mean the true Holy Grail of legend. That would be an adventure indeed. Master, do you want the Holy Grail? Well, if it's a true Holy Grail, that means it's a true wish-granting device, and there's a lot of things we could do with a true wish-granting device. A future is actually a good call. Between those two options, a future is better than peace. I see. You aren't very greedy. Or maybe you are. The future or peace, those are really big wishes, so you probably don't have time to be thinking about smaller wishes. You usually see double casts for farming and it looked funny. That's fair. Yeah, double cast is usually the best farming, but they're also just very solid support servants. If you have double cast, that's 100% NP. I missed some line. As the guy paying for everyone's salary, that would be great. That aside, I'm picking up some lifeform signals. Be careful. Oh, that's right. We have a salary, don't we? Man, I wonder how much money that is. Doctor, a fair salary is an absolute necessity to keep talented people around. Let's go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was addressed at the end of part 1 that we had a salary of some sort. Well, yeah, that's just overtime, man. We're clocking in some massive amounts of overtime. You know, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Man, we should really unionize. Better be rich? You know, I'd rather be at least alive by the end of all this. Gotta pay all the servants with mana too? I mean, you know, to be fair, some servants, they just get the runoff mana from Chaldea, while some servants get a more personal payment of mana, you know. There are definitely some servants that get a direct deposit of mana, I'm sure. Because, I mean, can you imagine the likes of, like, oh, come on! Come on. I really don't... It's something with my internet, I think. My internet is being really bad today for some reason. And by direct deposit of mana, I of course mean the caster class servants. They are going to want the mana to perform magic, you know, so we're going to give them QP directly. What did you think I was talking about? Of course we're giving them mana directly, and QP is mana, so they're getting their QP directly. I imagine that some of the more money-savvy servants would want a direct deposit of money rather than a credit card. You would rather not have to go through the whole saving the world thing? Yeah, saving the world definitely sounds stressful. It would certainly be a stressful job. B, A, Q. Oh yeah, millions of QP. Millions. I don't know my exact value though, it's been a while since I actually checked. I mean, I've got plenty of 5 stars, I just don't level them up immediately, since I go by committee, and I tend to wait until super and great success rates are boosted for leveling. And I tend to only put their skills to 666, with some very rare exceptions. Ah, Aresh. Aresh did require a lot of chains. I've got to be fair, I've got a lot of 10 servants, so I can't do like that. Your Sigurd is level 15 and will forever never change. Interesting. Just to spite Zahak. Oh, so it's to spite Zahak. Okay, that makes sense. I was gonna say, even if he ends up becoming one of your favorite servants, you'll never boost him, but since it's out of spite, I can understand where you're coming from. I get you. But yeah, trust me, Sir Robert, trust me. I know the feeling of being in QP hell. You just gotta buckle down whenever there's a true lotto event and do like 100 different boxes. And then you'll never have QP troubles for like at least 4 servants. Good water. Boop, bop, beep, boop, bop. You got Sigurd from GSSR, and you didn't level him up for a while because there was others to level up, so he asked me if I could do it, at least level him up once, so now I did, and he's level 15. Spite? Whoever... I mean, we all have somebody we're spiteful towards, you know? You only do 15 to 20... I mean, I tend to only do that many 2J6. It's just rarely I get the motivation to do 100. But yeah, don't worry about having a pile of dead servants. We all have them. You know, as long as your Mash is not level 1 with only her first skill at 1, then we're good. Because Mash is best girl. Whew, Homunculi and zombies. Were the zombies people killed by the Templars? If that is true, they must have been there a long time. Let's pray their souls find rest. We're almost to the end. The treasure should be here. Or should be there. Yeah, J6 hates Bonney Toria, and I hate the bitchiest bitch who's ever bitched. Wow. This is... Mounds of Riches. We did it, Master. Hold it, hold it. In that cave, I'm picking up a lifeform signal that we have all become very familiar with. Thank you for the follow there, brave Sir Robert. Thank you kindly for the follow. Some say the Templars did use... Some say the Templars used black magic. Others that they didn't. Maybe they were, maybe they weren't. I'm sure there are tons of stories like that. Indeed. Mash is best girl. She is the top of the waifu charts. You know, she is the first waifu. She is the wife. You know. Best Kohai. Deserves all the respect. I've soloed beasts with her. But would they normally go to such lengths? A dragon? I can only say, well, fight! Yeah. I've soloed a couple of beasts with Mash. I mean, not true solo, but as solo as one can. Please don't do that, J6. That would be disrespectful to a very high manner, and I don't want Mash disrespect. Steno spooked you too many times. Funnily enough, I only just recently got my Steno. Steno, I did not get spooked on for a long time, and then she finally came to my Chaldea, to the point where I was actively searching for her. But now I've got me a Steno. I don't think she's anywhere near the top of the rank up order, or the level up orders though, so it'll be a while before I use her. Wow, Mary, that was not a lot of damage. That was not a lot of damage. Second verse, different than the first. Maybe. You've done a few things to accidentally spike the Zahak, like accidentally burning your Ibaraki. I mean, I don't think I've gone as far as to accidentally burn a servant out of spite. I've purposefully burned some servants out of sight. I burned Blackbeard out of spite because he was flirting with Mash until he became Brobeard, and now we're cool. Blackbeard and me are cool because he's Brobeard now. I burned Bartholomew, I think is his name. He's like the 1 or 2 star writer that is obsessed with bangs or something. He's a really weirdo. I burned him intentionally. when the game doesn't auto-lock. Ah, I remember those days. That's how I lost my first caster, Giles. Because I'm pretty sure I accidentally fed him to a servant. Because that was in the early days of FGO before I knew that ember farming. Get a noise, aha. Good thing it was an accident. Yep. Accidents happen. True accidents do happen. Death Note. A Death Note. So you have a Shinigami. Interesting. Or is the Shinigami the one telling you to type these things? Blink twice if the Shinigami is the one in control, Sir Robert. We won. Victory! I'm exhausted. I can't wait to take a bath. It's pretty standard for a Dragon Guard treasure, but I didn't expect the Templars to use one. They're less like Templars and more like templates, am I right? Romani. No, Romani, that's a bad joke. Foe, when we get back, bite Dr. Roman on the nose, as hard as you can. I'm sorry, I thought that was a good one. No, I'm sorry, Romani, it wasn't. It wasn't. Until one time you actually farmed for something was when you need pre-farmed with Lucky P and resources to level 100, 10 Super Shigi the moment the K&K rerun came out. That's fair. I have done some pre-farming for servants. I'm pretty sure most people miss Romani, but, you know, I still have the crackpot theory that he is back. I would go into the theory, but I don't know how far into the game you are, so I do not want to possibly spoil things. Anyway, this is a huge pile of treasure, Master. Yeah, I like it. There's enough money here to easily buy a country or two. Any grails? Nope, I'm not picking up anything, but I do see magical energy here and there in the treasure. Can you search for me? J6, you are self-admitted more into doing your finals right now, so of course you do not. You are more concerned with missing a vital piece of information in your studying. And yeah, it has been a while since you followed the story religiously. That's fair too. But isn't that because you were more caught up to JP than with NA? So soon enough you will be... Are you going to be actively trying to catch up with the story post Lost Belt 7, or are you going to continue letting it go by the wayside? Or are you going to just tune into my story streams and follow the story from those? Maybe it's this. This Crystal Skull? Crystal Skull? That's rare. That's a rare treasure indeed. What about this? It's a set of weapons and armor. You miss him mostly because he means a lot to MASH and you love MASH. That's fair. I mean, he's also cool because, he also killed Beryl. He also kicked Beryl's ass for being an asshole to MASH. So that also earned him some respect from me. You haven't touched a single event story because they all bore you. Interesting. What about this? So it's a set of weapons and armor. Probably used by the Templars. Magically it's nothing special, but it's valuable as treasure. The right thing to do would be to return these to the Templar followers, but we're pirates, so we'll just keep it. Thank you very much. This is also for saving the world. Yep, let's make lots of good use of this to save the world. Right, Master? The only ones you somewhat follow are the collabs. You know you mess with Roman if he's angry. Yeah, true. Samurai Remnant collab. I do remember there being a Samurai Remnant collab. So that was the And Bonney Mary Reed interlude. We will do one more interlude. Who is the next contestant? It is the Pharaoh himself, Ozymandias. With an unknown guest servant. Ooh, who could it be? Nope, I didn't want Achilles. Where is Ozzy? He is a writer. There is Ozzy. Alrighty. Don't know who the guest servant is, so they're gonna go in second position. Let's roll. You like Samurai Remnant? Samurai Remnant was in the same vein as Extella Link, where it was a Dynasty Warriors-esque game, was it not? I feel like we've had this conversation before, but it was so long ago. I can't really remember. Now then. We will now begin the ritual of 100 trials. Nitocris? Yes, Great King. I have come and summoned. I will permit you to participate in the ritual. I don't quite trust that one's servants to do the job. This may just be a simulator, but it would sit badly with me if there was some sort of accident and he died from shock or some such. Do well with Soul. I shall be watching over your performance. Understood. Then are you prepared, Soul? What are we doing exactly? Don't make that face. As you heard, a swarm of divine beasts is heading this way. You mustn't let your guard down. I'll also be vigilant and careful, so you must fight like your life depends on it as well. So it's not really. Kinda not really. Okay, maybe I'll put that on my list for maybe I'll ask for that for Christmas, because I'm kind of, you know, don't really need a lot for Christmas, and it's just sort of stuff that is extra that I like to get. But if Samurai Remnant is not exactly a Dynasty Warriors-esque game, then I might go for it. Just because I like the story of Extella Link, but I did not care for the Dynasty Warriors-esque bit of it. Those kind of games don't mesh well with me. Excuse me. One can't remain idle when exposed to danger. Such big talk. You must suit action to word, then. If you fail to do so, you will invite my wrath. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. No, nothing good will come of cowering in fear, so I will do it. Okay, so just jumping straight into it. So this isn't exactly an early game interlude. It is early-ish, but 100 enemies. So I either have to eliminate a certain number of them, or I need to last a specific length of time. Unsure of which. Wow, this is a bad support Nito Burrito. Oh no. Nito Burrito, you're not in a good support position. You're level 90 with only 2 skills, and you don't even have more than base NP. No, Nito. Doesn't play like Extella? Okay, that's good to know. Now the question is, do I stream it or not? I mean, my streaming docket is kind of full. Between FGO on Mondays, Pokemon on Wednesday/Thursdays, and the Fate Stay Night visual novel on Fridays. I mean, it's not like Pokemon has too much left to go, I imagine. And it wouldn't be something I get until Christmas at the soonest. Yeah. No textures. Sadness. Tears. I cry every time. So maybe if I get Pokemon done by then. I'm just trying to think of how much of Pokemon the Indigo disc is left. I forgot Ozzy was a single target. I think it's fine, though. I think it's fine. Another one of the Malika Sphinx. Free on the 20th for Rayquaza raid. That should be doable. 20th is a Friday. I don't believe I have any plans. Like I said, I still need to meet with the director of that program so that I can take any last steps I need to get readmitted into it. And currently playing, you know, question on when she's going to be available, because it's the end of the semester, so of course a lot of professors is not going to be available. Is not going to be available, are not going to be available. Grammar proper work. 19th? Okay, so then next Thursday, the 19th, will be a stream of Pokemon. I was debating moving my streams to Wednesdays, but that one can be a Thursday. I should probably not make any firm confirmations on movements, though, just until I know what my schedule next semester will be, because I don't know. Theoretically, I should only have one class next semester with an associated lab. So I'll just need to be going to I'll need to be leaving 3 days a week. Once in the early morning, once in, like, the afternoon. Okay, there's the big boss. I was wondering if there was going to be an actual boss here. You'll prep a gift for me for Christmas in Scarlet Violet. That'd be cool. By the way, Brave Sir Robert, if you type !FC in chat, you should get my friend code. And if you send me it, I will be sure to accept. Got Lunala? Nice. Congrats, congrats. Is that all post-game, by the way? Like, will I not have access to these special BBQ quests until post-game? Aw, I like Solgaleo, though. I prefer Solgaleo to Lunala, personally. So that's a shame. That is a shame. I mean, I guess I can kind of see it. Solgaleo is, kind of more scarlet in color, and Lunala is definitely more violet in color. So I guess that makes sense. BBQ with you and potentially get Solgaleo. Okay, good to know. There we go. Quest part 1 is done. Beep boop. We managed to get rid of the last of them. Yes, we did it, didn't we? We finally did it, Soul. Not this Thursday? That's okay. I think this Thursday's Pokemon stream will probably be me taking out more of the Elite Four. Maybe I might, over the course of this week, actually hunt down a Metagross. Excuse me, or a good Beldum, because I kind of want that for the last member of my team for the DLC. Hang on. Spam bot, spam bot, spam bot, spam bot, spam bot. Bam. Also, that spam bot had a very not appropriate name. A very not appropriate name there, spam bot. Your performance exceeded my expectations. Perhaps I underestimated you. Perhaps. I am a wise pharaoh, even a god incarnate. However, even an omnipotent god is not omniscient. At times, it seems man can make a miracle. It may be possible to say that is a truth of this world, but I am not ready to say so tonight. You fought well, Soul. You too, Nitocris. Pharaoh Ozymandias. You persevered through the most difficult of trials. You should be proud. And now, after your 5.5-minute break, we will resume your Sphinx challenge. Oh my. Okay, let's see if I got your friend request just yet, Brave Sir Robert. Let's see here. So are you Vivian? Is this you, Brave Sir Robert? Are you Vivian or are you Robert? That is the question. Which one? You're Robert? Okay. Goodbye, Vivian. I do not know who you are. And I do not accept randos. Alright, so who do we have in the front lineup? Avenger Kama, very, very good choice there. We have Umu, a Grailed Umu. Okay, nice, nice. We have Summer Anastasia, we have Melusine, we have Rhines, we have Castoria, Corday, but Grailed up to 90. Nice, very nice. We have Caligula, and we have Mashplant. We have the Eggplant. Best FGO girl. Mushroom. It's all card themed. Oh. Uncle is here for his niece. That's fair. You know, that is a good point. Caligula would be there for his niece. Okay. And then secondary supports, we have Protea, nice, Barghest, a Grailed Arash. We have Raikou, Summer Raikou, fully leveled up. Don't see her too often. And I notice you have her in her decent looking attire, so props to you there. We have Maeve, we have Grown Up Wu, we have King Hassan, very nice, very nice. We have Hark the Zerk, we have Oberon. And then there is Base Kama, you got Saber Stolfo, Summer Ilya, Parvati, Taigong Wang, can never remember his name exactly. I keep thinking it's not my fault. He just looked like Itachi Uchiha. We have Izumuna Okumi, you have Normal Wu, you have Adelante Zerger, you have Summer Scotty, nice, nice. And then your event setup is still set up for the last event, but I think mine is as well, so no shame there. I'm kind of lazy with setting up events as well, but just to see any new servants, you have Cass Umu, nice, nice. You have Baseline Scotty, you have Summer Nobu, nice. Astray, Ibuki, Gil, Drake, you have a Koyan, okay. You got a very, very solid lineup there, Robert. I will accept. We are now friends. You haven't done the Carno on it? You're a bit lazy? Yeah, I'm taking that one slow and steady myself. I'm not using any apples or anything. I broke out the old CEs, but outside of that, I've kind of just been leisurely doing it. Alright, Nito Burrito. Same second verse, same as the first. Now, let's resume the challenge. Try to not let the divine beast rend your souls. Well, Ozzy, you're fighting with me, so... Haha, that's the spirit. Don't give up, you will face a powerful enemy to rival even Amun-Ra. Or at least a replication of its data, at any rate. Now go! Then we shall head into battle. Into battle indeed. Into battle we go. Into battle we go. Hi-ho the chariot. Into battle we go. Pardon the yawn. Okay, so 9 enemies on this wave, and then a second wave. Okay. I'm trying to think of the best way to approach how this is gonna go. Beep. Trying to think of the most efficient way to do things here. I don't want to just waste Ozzy's NP, you know? I think if I use Ozzy's NP now, it should be fine. We have enough extra stuff to regain it by the time we get to the second wave. I just love that his NP is literally squishing something between 2 pyramids. That is so overkill, and I love it. There's no kill quite like overkill after all. No kill like overkill. Okay, we're back to normal sphinxes, which is what I was hoping would happen. Deleted. Come on, Nito Burrito. Hit a little harder, hit a little faster. By the way, oh. What are you buying the way in? What's up, J6? What is up? Okay, Nito Burrito, NP, go. Quick drink. Something that just occurred to me, it's gonna be time for the yearly FGO waifu rankings. I'm gonna have to... I'm trying to think, who are all the new waifus this year? This is something I'm going to have to take time to think on. because you should never rank the waifus without giving it in-depth thought processes to see if anybody has changed their rankings from last year. I really hope I bookmarked that webpage again, because I do not want to have to look for a third ranking site because I had forgotten what the first one was. Your rankings are going to stay the same. That's fair. My rankings can be dynamic. Artoria's at the bottom. Yep, we know. I know, J6. I know. You dislike all Saba faces. Well, most Saba faces. Stop beating up Ozzy. He's the one that set this trial up, Sphinxes. You mean the bitchiest bitch who's ever bitched? Because remember, that's her name now. That is her name. All these defense downs suck. You know what? 19 now. I think is a smart move. You will never be able to remember that? Well, that's fair. I will always remember it. Because she will always and forever be the bitchiest bitch who's ever bitched. I'm dedicated like that, you know? Pillar Amun-Ra replica. This is a blast to the past. Oh no, I do not have enough NP to fully do Ozzy's NP. Whatever shall I... Command spell. By the power of my command spell, Ozzy, get ready to control Alt-Delete. Maybe. Or not. Ozzy, you were supposed to delete this thing. I guess this is your trial, so... Okay, 100k heal. That's not fun. BAQ. Man, Ozzy, you were supposed to delete these kinds of things. Although, if memory serves, in the Camelot Singularity, didn't Ozzy turn into this thing for a period of time? I feel like that's a thing. Could be wrong, though. Could be wrong. Oh, he sure likes to crit. He did use a grail to do it? Okay, so I'm not as insane as I thought I was. Or at least my memory is not as bad as I thought it was. That's good. Alright, delete this now, Ozzy. I'm done playing with it. Excuse me. Also, knock on wood, it's been at least half an hour since the last time the thing crapped out on me. So yay. I do remember that, how in the one scene you could just see the PNG of having his head start to slide out of place. That was great. Okay. Is there going to be some post-story wrap-up? There is. Can't breathe. My apologies. We did it! Yes! Finally, finally, finally! We finally finished it, Soul. The 100 trials, all in a row. You fought, you endured. Stand tall, be proud. And now after your 5-minute 40-second break, the final battle of your Sphinx Challenge begins. The extra 10 seconds is kind of nerve-wracking. Come back, Nitocris. With so much glory, I was in such a state of ecstatic joy that I was on the brink of losing my hold on my manifestation in this world. Fair Ozymandias, should there really be a final battle, I shall do everything in my power. No need. There's no need to be so humble. Your reverence and sentiment for me, I certainly could not fail to notice you attempt to undergo the ritual of 100 trials twice. I could not miss such a thing. There's no need to offer yourself further. To do so would be nothing more than sacrificing yourself. Praise and reverence can become... What is that word? Obsequiousness? I've never seen that word before. I spell it overly eager. Can I get a pronunciation for this? Oxford Dictionary. Do you have a verbal pronunciation for this word?
Obsequiousness.
Obsequiousness. Of course, obsequiousness. That's a word I'm definitely going to remember. Obsequiousness. Totally. That word is going to make its way into my my standard dialogue. Obsequiousness. You know? That's a word. Oh boy. Could even turn to disrespect. My apologies. Fine, I will allow it all. Rest well, Nitocris. Your sincerity is a good thing, but take care not to overdo it. I shall take 1/3 of the resources that were given to my great temple as offerings and use them to double the recuperative abilities of your bedchamber. Through the power of Ra, this is my blessing to you. I'm thankful beyond words. Fair Ozymandias, with great respect, I, Nitocris, will head to my chamber to rest. No, never before have I heard that word, J6. Be sure you do so in moderation. And soul, how should you be rewarded? Money would be nice. Money's never a bad thing. Come closer, 2 or 3 steps closer. I will permit you to approach my throne. His throne, huh? Good, that's enough. Now show me your face. I want to see your eyes. Are you one of those people that want to look me in the eyes when you kill me, Ozzy? Is that what this is all about? Are you about to kill me? Look me in the eyes if you're gonna kill me situation? They're still the same as when I last saw them. Completely lacking in regality and with nothing of a soldier's fire. Oh yeah, this is definitely pre-Lost Belt, because starting in the Lost Belts, man, there is something in the gaze. Just based on Lost Belt 6. You lack talent in magecraft as well. You may be a mage, but you would never have merited a position as a mage in my empire. Let me look closer. Take care not to meet my gaze directly. After all, I am the brilliance of the sun itself. You may lose your sight. Now then. Well, I am the sun, Ozzy. That's my name. Jeez. I didn't pick this name for no reason. Ozzy, you are disrespecting me. You are not my brilliance. No regality, no soldier's fire, no talent as a mage. You seem to be preparing for something, but I cannot determine what it may be. No, not even a hint of a sage's wisdom, nor the intellect to mark you as a genius. And yet you still intrigue me. I didn't want to believe it, but the resemblance to my friend Moses. Okay. I didn't think we would get this reference. Pharaoh, you don't mean... Is nowhere to be found either. You are not the least bit like him. Okay. I was about to say, are we gonna get some Moses lore here? No. He possessed such a fierce resolve, such conviction that could only be met with admiration. Okay, so, yeah, this is definitely pre-Lost Belts, because, Yeah, I think as of Lost Belt 6, we definitely have a fierce resolve and conviction. His unwavering determination to face fate head-on. It's truly a saintly type. Good lord, we truly are becoming like he's describing. Sacrificing everything for the sake of others and wishing for the entire world's happiness. I'm not really hearing a difference between Moses and us in the story. That's amazing. Indeed. But what of you? You are the opposite. However, you have strength enough to go through the ritual of 100 trials. You do it for your own sake, for your life. You are one of those who struggle in order to live. You are an embodiment of life itself, as vigorous yet fleeting as you are. That is precisely what you are. Such a sight to behold, and such a gaze you have. Though you have multiple heroic spirits under your command, your gaze is fleeting. You truly are an embodiment of the people I vowed to protect. Are you complimenting me, Ozzy?
Pharaoh Ozymandias.
Listen, soul, young would-be mage who managed to summon me to Chaldea. I have made my judgment. I grant you permission to refer to yourself as a master in this age.
Amazing, Pharaoh.
Was I not allowed to be addressed as a master before? Obviously, what of it? Until now, what you had was not unlike a probationary license, a trial period of sorts. What, did you really not know? Ha! Do not think of me like those ordinary submissive heroic spirits contracted to you. There's a lot of ways I could go with that phrasing, but I'm not gonna go there. Though I am curious as to who was all summoned before Ozzy that, you know, I can point out to said servants that Ozzy called them submissives. Think of me whenever you feel the dazzling light of the sun, and respect me whenever you receive the blessing of the sun. And even that is not enough. Devote yourself well, master. You are neither regal nor a soldier. You are neither a grand mage nor a great sage. I cannot even call you valorous, though some may refer to one who walks your path as such. In other words, you're human. Just one man. Keep that well in your mind as you proceed. As long as there is a ray of light in the heavens, my luminescence will light your path. Counting on you, Ozzy. Contractor? Yeah, Gramps is definitely the boss. Now this may seem a fitting place to end things, but no. It would embarrass me to stop only at words. That is, I must give you a reward as well. Though I gave you something like... If I gave you something like an aulad... What is that? What is an aulad? Okay, Ozzy, no. An aulad is a child. No, Ozzy, no. I do not. No. That doesn't. It doesn't work like that, Ozzy. I can definitely see why Nita Chris would faint and foam at the mouth. No, Ozzy, no. You have a wife, Ozzy. You have a wife. Then how about this? I shall give you the gift of my words, in poetic form. Let me tell you about my beloved wife.
Pharaoh's beloved wife? Could it be about Queen Nefertari? Such information is so scarce, even I have little knowledge of her. And now you say you're going to grace us with her in poetic form? That's so gracious of you. Please, reconsider, my God King. We're not worthy.
I mean, if you've done this interlude, you can request it. I'm feeling generous. Behold, my poetry shall surpass even the greatest poet, Percy Shelley. I shall speak of myself, and I shall speak of Nefertari. There is no other poetry so dramatic, it will stir your very souls, even the air around us. Stand up straight, focus all your thoughts upon my words. Now to begin. Upon the glittering banks of the Nile stood a solitary. Fair. And that's how the story goes. Wow, we don't even... We did all that, and we don't even get to hear the poem.
Wonderful, beautiful beyond description. Yet so innocent, it made me blush. The story of the Pharaoh and Nefertari in their teenage years. The story of them when they were 14 and 16, of when it would be a story of pure, innocent young love.
That concludes part 1 of the tale. If I gave it to you all at once, you would have nothing to look forward to in the future. There's more. So Ozzy was one of your first servants. Interesting. Of course. Now let me ask you properly. What is it that you desire? This all started when you rushed toward me so suddenly, and insisted I hear your desires. That is why I was so kind to provide you with this trial. I was so focused on the tale of Nefertari that I almost forgot. Forgive me. So what is it you desired from me? It was... Let me tell you, my dear wife had roleplay telling everyone to read Fate Prototype, and that's why my wife is awesome. Part 1. Can't forget the part 1 there, Robert. Gil! Hey, Gil. Well, that's a rare sight even for me. What sort of amusement have you devised this time, Sun King? I never expected to find you by the simulator. Come now, don't say such things, Golden King. We simply cannot ignore Master's requests. Master pleaded for me to come and relax in Chaldea once in a while, instead of maintaining my residence exclusively in a pyramid in the simulator. Oh? Then I will permit it. I will allow this pharaoh, who is good as a stranger here in Chaldea, to enter. And I will grace him with my presence and personally give him a tour. I am feeling generous tonight. Ah, the two golden friends. In this area, rows of tiny cells called My Room are arrayed, but more importantly, do you know of the Great Hall beyond the storage area? Wait, so My Room is not just my room? Everybody has My Room? Am I just shuffled to a different My Room every holiday? Do they have a different My Room decorated for every holiday, and whenever a holiday comes around, we're forced to go to a different one of My Room? It's a Western-style building that rather stands out in the base, built in such a cold place, though the idea may have been taken to make it look like a lodge on a snowy mountain. Its official name, though, is the Recreation Room. It stores plenty of electronic entertainment devices that the commoners amuse themselves with. You may use it to pass your idle time. Hey! It's somebody J6 doesn't like! A recreation room, huh? If you plan to participate in some sort of racing game, I shall join you. I would enjoy beating the ancient king to a pulp. I see some unfamiliar faces, but no matter. I will beat them all as well. Lion King? Or the one that's not her. It's the beauty. It may be best for you to dismount that white horse. Don't bother, no matter how much you coax her, that woman will never get off her high horse. Indulging myself all night in recreation with an absolute beauty. I could not permit Nefertari to see such a thing. It's not that kind of recreation. Well, it's a pain to explain, so just watch. Then lead the way. I will. Keep it down, you two.
Finally, it's finally happened. Pharaoh Osmandius is interacting with a new servant in a friendly manner. Yes, yes! For the time being, I will ignore the fact that the servant he is interacting with is King Gilgamesh. Thank you very much, Master. Thanks to you, we have convinced Pharaoh Osmandius to enjoy himself.
Our plan was a success. That's fair. I think you might be about to black out again. Nope, never mind.
Soul, I have a favor to ask. It's about our God King, Pharaoh Osmandius. I would like you to get him out of the pyramid.
Gilgamesh was just on the screen, J6.
The great compound shrine that's been reproduced by the simulator is simply based on his memories, but it's still nothing but a counterfeit. It cannot be good for even him to stay cooped up in there. I would like him to walk around Chaldea and perhaps interact with some other servants. I would like him to continue him thriving.
Let's do it.
Thank you. I knew you would agree. As unworthy as I am, I will aid you as best I can. Let us accomplish this task no matter what. So please, even just for a little while, let's take him outside. Yes, we did it. Oh, to see His Majesty looking so playful and having fun.
Nitocris! Where's Nitocris? I suppose I don't even have to ask where you are, since you're always beside me. Well then, let us head to the recreation room together.
Yes, Your Majesty. Come, Soul, you should accompany us too. You'll be rewarded with our blessing.
I think it did. Robert, I think it did. Alright, and that is officially Ozzy's interlude done, with a profile update, which will be all the way at the bottom. Afterwards, for a match changes mood, possess some degree of regality. He may like to spend time with them once in a while. Of course, should his master resemble a dear friend, he may show a much keener interest, but this, and the very important, well, his sworn friend is Moses' greatest love will always be Nefertari. Nothing could ever change that, not even to the end of time. So we've definitely gained more of Ozzy's attention as the Lost Belts have come and gone. Definitely. And we have another interlude available. Unfortunately here, Ozzy, I am strictly here to do 2 interludes a stream, because more than that is kind of hard to do, because especially when they're not half-price interludes. So I think this is going to be where I call today's stream. As I said, Thursday we will be coming back with some Pokemon, and Friday we will maybe be finishing the Fate route of the Fate Stay Night Remaster. Maybe. I don't know how many days it lasts, but we're on day like 13 or 14, so it's gotta be getting soon. But that is all future. I do know Lost Belt 7 is releasing soon. We did, after all, get the trailer for it. And when Lost Belt 7 begins, that is going to be when the grand stream time shall occur. For when Lost Belt 7 happens, yes, we shall be streaming every day until it is completed. Long streams, as long as I can manage, shall be done. Someone dies in every Lost Belt, to be fair, J6. Someone dies in every Lost Belt. But I do look forward to Lost Belt 7. It's seeming like it should be interesting based on the trailer that we were shown. But yeah. So, don't mind me, I'm just making brave Sir Robert freak out a little bit. Just focus on that lore number there, by the way. Focus on the number of lores I've got for a brief moment. But yeah, so I've been Soulrack Dragon. I hope you've all enjoyed today's stream. If you have, leave me some feedback in whichever way you so see fit. If you want to check out more by me, be sure to check out my channel here on Twitch or YouTube. Same name, same games. There is plenty of content for all to enjoy. Just trying to see, when did I get Ozzy? When did I get Ozzy? I think I got him after Gil. I'm just trying to see if I see Ozzy really quick, and I'm not seeing him, so I'm not going to be too concerned about it. But yep, thank you all so much for coming out. I hope you all enjoyed. Have a fantastic evening, everybody. Yeah, I don't see him. He's somewhere. He's somewhere in here. I'll find him eventually. Bye-bye.